Hey guys, nice seeing you all today. Today we're starting the video in, just our base. I made a little progress off camera. I didn't want to bore you guys with all the crazy stuff, but we had a small, simple farm, hoe, bucket. Oh, well, one more. Nothing too crazy. Then just a simple farm. I also did clear out the land a little bit, in case you guys didn't see that in a previous short, and I found this. And I thought there was going to be a boss monster in here, but it must have despawned or something like that. I must have walked over it and it despawned. But I made sure to loot the chest. This isn't anything too useful. But there was no boss monster, sadly. But in today's episode, I promised to go into the Nether. We did take a step earlier, but nothing too crazy. But before we do that, there is a mod that I wanted to go into, which is the hostile neural networks. So you could basically like duplicate other mobs' loot if you get enough kills on them. So we're gonna craft 4 of these data models. I'll show you how they work. But basically, you have to right click a mob and it will make it so that you can start killing it. And then you also need to make something called a deep learner. And all of this is inside of the quest book, which you guys are feel free to look at that, whenever you get the chance. um, I will take a peek into it right now. But as you can see, we completed the quest. Let's see, repeater. 1, 2. Oh, we got 1 repeater. All right. No worries. They don't stack, apparently. So we're gonna get some more cobble. Eventually, I mean, I'll go off camera and I'll mine a bunch of cobblestone, but this is just what we have right now. All right, so we're at 3. So if we go to, let's see, where is it? Right here. So it just starts off telling you about the mod, and you can level them up with the more kills you get, and it tells you in the HUD how much you need. And we'll worry about that in a second. But yeah, so you just right click and then you put it inside the deep learner, and you can um, start making materials for them. So here we go. We got all of our armor. Put that into my offhand. Let's go. All right. So if you guys saw a previous episode, we were spawned in here, and there was this one chest in the back, and we didn't leave. None of this was too useful. I did open this way here, but I didn't ever walk out. But we're gonna do that now. And first thing I can see on this map is that there is something over here. So we're just gonna take a quick peek. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Set the spawner. Alright, and it looks like there is a chest. Spawner, but I could be wrong. Awful lot amount. Alright. Let's get this chest. Book is completely useless, but that's alright. So then if we take a look at our map, it looks like there's a structure this way. It looks like maybe there's a nether fortress inside the lava or something. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it just looks like there's a square inside the lava right here. Alright, we're gonna go in there first. And in case you didn't see one of the shorts, this is, I can triple jump as of now. With something I found inside of a chest. I didn't show me finding the chest, but I just found it in the chest, and we're here now. Let's see. We're just gonna take everything for now. Since we have a backpack, we can just shove it all in there. Oh, that the sword has sharpness 4. We can take that off of it. Magma Walker, very good. It makes it so that you can walk on lava, of course, but we already have something like that. But there's no worries, you know, we can still take it. It's no issue at all. Half of this stuff, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know what it does. But I do know what these spells are, and we're gonna get into that in a later episode. We're gonna start working with spell books and stuff. I really just want to pick up like everything redstone related because there's so many crafting recipes that take it that it's all good to take. And then, if in case you didn't see, there's this little house here, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. I was a little closer than I wanted it to be. And ancient debris just sitting there. It's not a bad thing to take ever. Take all of this, you know, just in case. Probably not the arrows, but all right. Definitely the hay. I don't want to fill our inventory with useless things that we probably won't ever need. It looks like something over here, but I guess not. Oh, if in case you guys can see that on the map, there's a huge structure over here. Somewhere right in front of us. Oof. So I believe I've seen one of these before. Yeah, so it's called an ancient battleground. So basically, if you look around, you're gonna see these guys spawning, which they do happen to drop netherite scrap occasionally, but they also hit very hard. And this is more into the magic mod that I was talking about. See, ancient debris. Or netherite scrap, sorry, not ancient debris. But they definitely do start spawning, and they do a lot of damage when they hit you, see? Alright, as you can see, that didn't go as planned. But there is nothing to worry about, because we can just empty our inventory a little, and go right back in. No worries. And we're just gonna go all the way back, which I'm sure I will edit out. Because no one wants to watch me walk all the way over here. In case you didn't know, when you die, you go into ghost mode. So basically, you can't be harmed or anything, which is definitely a cool feature. And with my double jump, it makes it a lot easier to do stuff. So, in case you've never played this mod pack, that structure to our left, right there, is called the Citadel, which you can fight a very strong boss inside of. But you can also just you can also find a bunch of loot inside as well, and find more of those guys. So we're gonna explore that now. The only issue is that with the boss, it's at our current level, it is way too strong for us to kill. As well as um It requires special stuff to spawn in. Alright, I'm not seeing any loot in there. So we're just gonna go ahead and leave. We don't exactly want to fight all of these guys as of right now. But I guess we will. Apparently they get stuck on blocks like that. And we're kind of just going to take everything from the chest. Especially this magic essence, or the arcane essence, so that we can start getting into the magic mod in the next episode. So that thing I just picked up, that reflecting necklace, I'll go back to it. Let me just grab everything. Basically, I'm going to put it on because it shoots out little particles if you get hit that do a decent amount of damage. And now we're going to check out what this gave us, which was nothing good. But that's alright. The real good stuff usually is at the bottom of this. We just got a new thing right there, the flame pendant. Makes it so that whatever hits me gets on fire, which is a good thing, but also a really bad thing because it can kill me. So we're not going to use that. And we are going to pick up this table for the next episode because this is how you start the magic mod and getting books and spell books and stuff like that. And we're going to take most of this, like the books and the paper. But some of the items are just useless, like this Citadel Tome, terrible. But this ruined book is amazing because this is how you get into the magic mod again. So you can make like the ancient codex, and if we kill the Ender Dragon, we can get the dragon skin spell book. And you see like the spell power, that it all depends on what we really want to focus on, but I'm not completely sure about that yet. But this is the safest option. And this Rage Hand is very good. It makes it so that it increases my damage a good amount, which we're going to upgrade it a little bit right now if I can. Yeah, a little bit. We're going to put all that in there. We're going to see if we can find anything to use these data models on. But honestly, I haven't seen anything too crazy yet. And then my deep learner is on my body right here. And sadly, we cannot do these little guys down here because, I don't know, it just doesn't let us. It doesn't count. They don't want to give us, infinite netherite, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Disc fragment, or another flame pendant, and then this is just for music disc. They can find them everywhere, even in normal Minecraft. They pop up inside of what's it called? Inside of ancient cities. I don't believe this chain book does anything. That's why I'm gonna put it right back in there. But I could be wrong. Just let me know. There's another trial chamber in the middle, but oh, it did spawn. Okay, so we're gonna fight this trial chamber real quick. Or not the trial chamber, the spawner. How's this guy didn't get me from behind? Oh, as you can see, those blue balls, that was from the necklace that we just got. It did some damage. I swear, there are just so many spawning. I guess I'll just kill them all real quick. We're just gonna keep fighting him. had a little lag spike for some reason, but I'm good now. Is it still going? Oh, it definitely is. Alright, so that's one. It's two. And that's three. And it's just gonna keep spawning for a little while. I'm hoping it'll stop soon, but I could be wrong. Let's see. This is the last guy. Alright. Let's see the last guy. There's like one more hiding about right now. Well, that was the last one. Alright. No loot came out, which is completely fine, because at least we can still keep opening. These ancient knowledge fragments that I have, these two, you can use them to make some very powerful spells that we will definitely be utilizing later on. I would... This is a portal, but honestly, it's so bad of a portal, I don't even want to hold it. It's very laggy. To the point that's not very useful for going long distances. So I usually, like most often, I will slap it in a chest and just leave it in there. Or I'll just like leave it in the chest I found it in because it's really that bad. If we're extra lucky, we'll find enough ancient knowledge fragments to craft the Eldritch manuscript once we find a ancient city. And it'll be very helpful for us. I'm just gonna take all of this. Almost done in here, and then we're gonna see what we can find next. I will show you guys the boss room before we leave, though. Although the boss won't spawn, no matter how badly I wanted to. Then we're gonna put all of this in there. And then this thing right here is a little trophy. Basically, you place it down, and it's just like a body. It's just their body, so you can, you know, just have it. You can put it inside as like a trophy for killing it, but nothing too crazy. If you kill the boss, you get like those keys that you usually get in trial chambers. And this is the boss room. So luckily, this is right next to our portal. So of course, we're just gonna come back here. We're gonna leave here, and we're gonna go this way. I hope we will find not an ancient city. Well, yeah, I do want to find an ancient city so that we can start progressing with other things as well. But if not, that's completely all right. I think we're going to use these model frameworks on a brute, just because I think that would be a cool addition. And if we can't, then we're just going to use it on a basic brute, nothing too crazy. I didn't realize that all of this would be redstone. Considering redstone is so hard to find in this mod pack, this is great. Well, it's not so hard to find, it's very tedious. But there's just places like this, I guess, that make it so that we don't have to waste all of our time going about, trying to find redstone. Alright, well, I'm going to stop it here until I find a nether fortress. Alright, guys, well, I finally made it. Alright, guys, well, I finally made it. This is where we are right now. We're about 1,000 blocks away. But I did find a fortress. And our first mod on the first mob on the data model is a wither skeleton. So we're just going to put it in there. All I had to do was right click it. So if you can find a blaze, hopefully. My inventory is getting really bad right now, but it's all right. Because, we're trying our best. I just want to make sure that I have all of the very important stuff on me. But yeah, so we got the wither skeleton first, because that's just the one I thought it would be the best idea. We're also going to make sure that we pick up all of this crimson iron, because that we can use that later to upgrade our tools. To an extent, basically. Yeah, so our storage is our backpack is kind of getting full, but we don't have to worry too much about that right now. Just as long as we can, at least we found the fortress. I do regret not getting a waystone, but that's okay, because, I mean, it wasn't too bad of a walk, because I was just double jumping. But, I mean, it would have been nice to get it, but it's alright. We'll definitely come back here. Um, I would take this. I really would take this, because vibranium's like the second best metal in the game. See what we can throw out. All of that is garbage. The issue is that it's not a very good necklace that they gave me. Good there. You know, just looking. Been too crazy. Yeah, these rings are very good. Like this one, we're 100% gonna take because it has very good stuff on it. I didn't even realize it was that good. This one gives improved attack damage. So we're gonna also get into these rings sooner, probably soon, probably by next episode. Because I have a lot planned. It's just we just haven't gotten into it yet. We're also gonna make sure to take all these cauldrons because some recipes also take cauldrons. I'm gonna throw away this. I wanted to throw away my shields because honestly, it's about to be broken. You know, we'll switch it out for better later, anyways, because you know it's just a shield. Um, you guys didn't see it, but you can melt down diamond horse armor inside of that smeltery that we made in a previous episode. So I've just been using that, so we get most of my diamonds. I'm gonna loot all of this, and I will be right back, guys. Crazy thing, guys, I just found vibranium ore. We can't mine it though, but this is the second best ore in the game. We also found that necklace back there, if in case you guys didn't see that. There's a necklace back there that also was made out of vibranium. It's a crazy find, finding vibranium. But eventually we'll be able to like mass produce it. But we gotta get all the modium first. Right now I am just trying to get all the blaze kills that I need for the data model. But I will be right back so that I can get these kills and then I will talk to you guys again. Guys, well, we are back home and now we're gonna take a look at all the stuff we got. Hopefully, well, I did look at some of it, but I was also kind of just grabbing. So, you know, we got the normal. I didn't use all of the data models. I did pick up some aluminum just because I saw that there was a blaze on the map that I couldn't reach. So I broke through the wall and I picked up aluminum. This is all the stuff we got. So, you know, there's the normal stuff. All these different scrolls will be put to use. But I'm going to clear this out real quick. I also did make sure to... I found diamonds and I upgraded our backpack. That's why it's a little bigger than the last time you guys saw. But it's very nice to have a bigger backpack. And eventually we'll get upgrades for the backpack, but this is just what we got. And that was today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure to drop a subscribe. You know, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And I will see you guys in the next one.